Accused of setting the deadly Palisades Fire, he is scheduled to be in court later this hour in Florida, 9 months after one of the most destructive wildfires in California history.
And KCAL News reporter Luz Delia Caballero live in the Palisades, where people are angry, rightfully so, after learning that the fire may have been deliberately set.
Good morning. Yeah, they just say that this news that broke yesterday, I mean, it's just adding salt to the wound, and they anticipate that they're going to continue feeling this way even after a final verdict is reached in this case. And the reason behind it is a lot of people lost everything, and we're not just talking about material things. They lost everything that they have worked for. Maybe the kids, the only memories they have, the only community they've ever known, now gone, and they have relocated for the time being as rebuilding continues in the community of the Palisades. Here's what we know about 29-year-old Jonathan Rinderneck. So he was arrested in Florida, where he lived, though we learned that at the time he is accused of starting the fire. He lived in the Palisades and worked as an Uber driver. He appeared in court yesterday, where he was assigned a public defender. Investigators say he ignited the blaze January 1st after dropping someone off in the Palisades. Adding cell phone data actually pins him to that location at the time. They also cited disturbing AI images found in his phone showing an imaginary city burning down. These images were generated by AI. Here's a reaction from folks in the Palisades.
That was crazy. I would love to meet that guy and give him a piece of my mind. Now that I know it was somebody, it's like kind of changes my point of view about it, because it's crazy. I mean, definitely there's some anger there.
You know, that is just pure disbelief that you're hearing from a Pali Charter High School student whose life was redefined by the fire. Investigators say Rinderneck started what would be known as the Lockman Fire on a hiking trail above the community. They say he knew this community very well because he lived in it. The LAFD eventually put it out, but no one realized the embers were still burning below the ground for 6 days from that Lockman Fire. And it roared back to life when the 100-mile-an-hour winds blew in. That blaze is what we know to be the Palisades Fire. So Rinderneck does not have a criminal history. We have confirmed that, but he is accused of making false reports, lying about his whereabouts during the day the Lockman Fire was started. They are not giving any indication on a possible motive, but we know he could face up to 20 years if convicted, and he is expected back in court this morning at 6:45 our time. We're going to wait and see what happens there, and we'll keep you updated on that. But key things to follow here is, as this trial continues, is really honing in on the evidence that is presented in court and whether or not charges will be added to include homicide. Reporting live in the Palisades, Luz Delia Caballero, KCAL News.
Yeah, a lot to come from this. Luz Delia, thank you so much.